Chapter 2 Introduction to Windows 10. To know in this chapter, user interface and its types, operating system and Windows 10, Windows accessories and their uses. By now, we know all the input and output devices of the computer. We also know about hardware and software. We know how to start and shut down the computer. But do you know how a computer works? When you buy a computer, you get only the parts. When you connect the parts and turn the power on, the computer turns on. But it will not show the desktop, the start screen of the computer. Why? Simply because we have not installed any operating system on it. What is an operating system? An operating system is the main software that manages the hardware and software of the computer. It is a type of system software. A computer cannot do any function until an operating system has been installed on it. There are many operating systems used all over the world like Mac, Linux, etc. But there is one operating system that is present on 90% of the computers used worldwide. It is the Windows. Windows is an operating system developed by Microsoft. It is the most popular operating system in the world and has a very simple user interface. Do you know what a user interface is? User interface is the visual part of the computer operating system through which a user interacts with the hardware or software. We see the user interface on the computer screen. Windows 1 was released in November 1985 by Microsoft. It was the first operating system from Microsoft to have a graphical user interface, GUI. Did we tell you what GUI is? Graphical User Interface, GUI, makes use of pictures on the screen to interact with the user. In addition to the keyboard, the mouse is also needed to use it. There are menus, icons, buttons and tools to help the user work on the computer. Character User Interface, CUI, or Command Line Interface, CLI, is another interface. It was used before Windows and is not used now. All the commands are given to the computer by typing on the keyboard. Before Windows, MS-DOS was a popular CLI interface for Microsoft. Since 1985, when its first version was released, Windows has gone through many changes. Its GUI is still very simple and effective. The latest version of Windows is Windows 10, which was released in July 2015. Windows 10, the successor of Windows 8.1. Windows 10 is the latest operating system developed by Microsoft. Designed for multiple devices like desktops, laptops, mobiles and tablets, Windows 10 is a graphical user interface GUI based operating system. It uses pictures, images, icons and menus to give commands. How to start Windows 10? As you turn on the computer, Windows 10 starts automatically. If the lock screen appears, type the password and press the Enter key on the keyboard. How Windows 10 screen looks like with its components. Following are the components of Windows 10. Desktop screen. It is the final screen that appears when we switch on the computer. Icons, Start menu, Start button, search box, taskbar, notification area, mouse pointer, desktop background, desktop icons. Small pictures that represent programs or Windows 10 features are called icons. They can be opened by double-clicking on them. Mouse pointer. This is the small arrow that moves when you move the mouse. It helps in pointing, clicking or double-clicking any icon or item. Taskbar. The bar at the bottom that depicts the programs that are opened is called the taskbar. It also has the Start button on the bottom left corner of the screen. Search box. The box is used to search for items or programs in the computer or from the internet. Start button. The button on the left menu that opens the Start menu on the computer. Start menu. It lists all the installed programs on the computer. How to work on desktop screen. Selecting and deselecting the icon. Click on the icon you want to select. Click anywhere on the screen to deselect the icon. Moving an icon. Select and hold the mouse button on the icon to be moved. Drag the icon you want to move to the desired place. Release the mouse button. Sorting the icons. You can arrange and sort the icons on the desktop according to the alphabetical order, date and size. Right-click on the mouse on the desktop screen. Click on Sort By in the menu. Select how you want to sort the icons. Starting an application program. There are many apps like MS Word, Paint, etc. which you can start and use to finish your work. For writing assignments, you can start MS Word. If you want to draw a picture, you can use the Paint and so on. In Windows 10, you can start an app in 3 ways. Method 1. By Start menu tiles. Click on the Start button to open the menu. Click on the app you want to use. The right panel displays the apps that are commonly used. Method 2. By All Apps list. Click on the Start button to open the menu. Click on the app you want to use. The right panel displays the apps that are commonly used. Method 3. By Search box. Click on the search box of the taskbar. Type the app name you want to open. Windows Media Player. This is a multimedia software from Windows. It is simple to use and plays audio and video files stored on the computer's hard disk drive and other storage devices like pen drive and CD, DVD. It can also play sound files recorded from the sound recorder software. You can also open the media file by double-clicking on it, but the file will open only on the default media player. Most computers have Windows Media Player already installed on it. There are many more popular media players, but you have to install them first on your computer. Some of them are VLC Player and MX Player. VLC Player, Windows Media Player, Real Player. Changing desktop background. You can even add your favorite picture on the background of the desktop. Right-click anywhere on the desktop. In the context menu that appears, select the Personalize option. Click on the background from the list of options appearing on the left-hand side of the screen. Another window will come on screen with many pictures to choose from. You can either select from these pictures or you can browse the computer for more pictures. Select any picture as the wallpaper and a preview will appear on the screen. If it looks attractive to you, then leave it like this. The selected image will be set as the desktop background. Changing the screensaver. Screensaver can be an image or a design which appears on the screen if the computer is left idle for some time. To come back to the desktop from the screensaver, you can press any key or move the mouse a little. To apply screensaver, follow these steps. Right-click on the desktop. The context menu will appear. Click on the Personalize option. Select the lock screen from the list of options appearing on the left-hand side of the screen. Click on the Screensaver Settings option available at the bottom of the page. The Screensaver Settings box will appear. Select the screensaver of your choice from the drop-down menu. If you want to see how it looks like, click on Preview. Wait for a moment and the screensaver will appear on the full screen. There is another drop-down arrow of the Wait option. There are minutes listed here. If you select 1 minute, then after your computer is idle for 1 minute, the screensaver will appear on screen. If you like the screensaver, click on Apply and OK. Your changes will be saved. Restarting the computer. Restarting the computer means the computer shuts down and starts again immediately. It is generally done to fix a problem if your computer is not working properly. Click on the Start button. Click on Power button. Select the Restart button from the menu. Shutting down the computer. After you complete your work, you need to shut down your computer properly. Click on the Start button. Click on Power button. Select the Shutdown button from the menu. Revise with TUK. An operating system is the main system software that controls and manages the hardware and software of a computer. Some of the most common operating systems used across the globe are Linux, Mac and Windows. Windows is the most popular operating system used worldwide. User interface is the mode of human-computer interaction that is aided by software and hardware. Windows 10 has a friendly and easy-to-use user interface. GUI, Graphical User Interface, uses pictures and graphics to interact with the user. Windows 10 has a GUI-based interface. Before GUI, CLI, Command Line Interface, was used on Windows. CLI had no graphics and would take inputs only in the typed format. MS-DOS was a popular CLI-based Windows operating system. Desktop is the final screen that appears after switching on the computer. The desktop contains the desktop icons, taskbar, start button and search box. The mouse pointer is also displayed on the desktop screen. You can start a program on Windows 10 by 3 methods: from the Start menu tiles, from the search box, and from the All Apps list. Windows Media Player is a pre-installed program that helps in playing audio and video files.